Good to see you. Good to be here, John. Thanks. Karen?
And coming up, we heard it does a body good, but does milk really help you lose weight? We're paging Dr. Sanjay Gupta on that one. Also, if you change your mind about that tattoo that you got on a whim, it will cost you. We're going to show you the science behind effective tattoo removals coming up. You're watching American Morning. The most news in the morning is on CNN.
What do you think a tree can be? Can it be stronger than steel? Can a tree be biodegradable plastic? Can it be fuel for our cars? Or clothing? Or medicine that fights cancer? With our tree cell technology, we think it can. Weyerhaeuser, growing ideas.
If the road designed a car, what kind of car would it be? Steering ratios would adjust according to speed. Twin turbos would unleash more power using less fuel. Adaptive headlights would follow curves. The new BMW 5 Series, with thousands of ideas created by BMW on behalf of roads everywhere.
Riva, a new generation for energy generation.
Joe's been my plumber for 6 years and was recently working on a drainage problem in my home. So I called him from work to let him know that I'd be a little late. Unfortunately, no one told Molly, my 3-year-old Papillon. Joe patiently paraded her up and down the street, sacrificing his time and dignity until her business was done. That's why he's the only plumber I'll ever use.
Visit Angie's List for thousands of unbiased reports from members in your area. Borrow some experience at Angie's List.
We asked people why they use Colace capsules.
My doctor recommended it.
My doctor told me.
My son told me.
Your son?
Yes, my son, the doctor.
Stimulant-free Colace capsules, the #1 stool softener brand recommended by doctors.
If I'm elected president, I'm going to cap non-defense discretionary spending at inflation minus 1%. That would save $300 billion in 10 years. And if Congress sends me a budget that exceeds that cap, I will veto that budget. And I know how to veto. I like vetoes. I vetoed hundreds of spending appropriations as governor. And frankly, I can't wait to get my hands on Washington.
I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
Keep on the sunny side.
Days Inn has everything you need for business.
The best part about Days Inn to me is the free internet.
Plenty of pillows. Good pillows.
Don't you keep on the sunny side of life.
Business Travelers Advisory, brought to you by Days Inn, the best value under the sun.
Well, tattoos may never go out of style, but at some point you may get sick of them yourself and want to erase that work of body art from your memory and your body. Well, it's easier said than done, as American Morning's Greg Hunter shows us. He's here to talk about this. Tattoo removal, a pretty big industry.
Growing industry, and growing for the female kind. I'll tell you, the question is, are you still going to love that tattoo today the same way you loved it today years from now? Well, a lot of people are saying, no, I made a big mistake, and they want it off now. Angelina Jolie, Tommy Lee, Dennis Rodman, just a few of the celebrities who have glamorized skin art. While love sometimes fades, it takes a lot more than that to make a tattoo disappear. Justina Rossi had 2 cherubs tattooed on her lower back when she was 21.
It was impulse, got it done, and realized that it doesn't look good on me. It just wasn't what I'm about.
Today, after shots to kill the pain, Justina got her 11th and final laser treatment to remove those cherubs. Total cost, about $4,400. It's a growing market. Tattoo removal lasers are now big business.
There's 2 cherubs.
Dr. Bruce Katz, a board-certified dermatologist, has been removing tattoos for more than a decade.
We have not seen so many tattoos in the last few years ever.
Dr. Katz says 80% of his clients are women who have changed their minds.
A lot of women today, particularly, and some men, have had tattoos placed when they were in college or in high school. And then they get out into the real world, into business, they're in Wall Street or investment banking, and they realize this is not professional. And that's when they decide they want to have them removed.
Tattoos where the ink is very deep in the skin or with many colors are hard to take off.
They're aqua, yellow, orange, turquoise. They become a lot more difficult, and they also require a lot more sessions to remove them.
Justina wishes she had known that before she got her tattoo in the first place.
Are you all right, Justina?
Yeah. Should have listened to my parents when they said that I'd be paying for it later on. They were right.
So you want to get rid of your tattoo. What do? I talked to Dr. Jeffrey Rand, a guy here in New York City that's done 11,000 tattoo removals. That's all he does. And the first thing he says is make sure you're going to a qualified doctor. That means board certified. He says a lot of these little shops and spas have grown up like dandelions, and many of them don't have a lot of experience or a lot of training, and that's really important. That brings me to my next tip, and that is to ask about a doctor's or technician's record. How many have you done? How long have you been doing this? What kind of training have you had? And the last thing is ask to see pictures of before and after, to take a good look at what these people do, take a good look at their work to make sure they can get it all off. Now, just to let you know the awesome power of one of these lasers, I had Dr. Katz fire one of his 39 lasers up in his office. Check out what it does to this tongue depressor. It's about 1/16 of an inch thick. It's very strong, a lot stronger than your skin. Look at that. That laser is burning a hole right through it, just in a matter of a few seconds. Now imagine the untrained person with one of these lasers taking it to your skin. And it can, according to all the doctors and all the experts I talked to, it can burn you, it can leave scars, it can partially remove your tattoo, and many times when you have a mistake with a laser, after all, it does vaporize part of your skin.
Right. And it still never looks perfect at the end. I mean, that one girl went through 11 different laser treatments, and you can still, I mean, you're never exactly the same.
Well, that was the final one, but a lot of these doctors that I've talked to say that many times they can get it looking very, very good, almost perfect, or perfect. But it takes a lot of treatments, and it takes somebody who knows what they're doing. Another thing, a company will buy maybe one laser, what I've talked to these doctors about, and they say they have one laser. They many times need 2 or 3 different types of laser to take off the tattoo. So you really have to have the right lasers, the right training, the right experience to make sure you get your tattoo removed properly.
Or make sure you're never, ever, ever going to change your mind before you get it.
Yeah, well, you know, the Billy Bob with Angelina Jolie.
Billy Bob didn't work out so well.
Can you see old Brad Pitt going, hey, honey, can you take off the...
Right, and remove the dragon while you're at it. Greg, thanks so much. John?
The U.S. Agriculture Department is pulling the plug on 2 national ad campaigns that claim that milk and other dairy products can help you lose weight. Our chief medical correspondent